So today is the disappearance day of Srila Abhiram Thakur. Abhiram Thakur, got that bit wrong. It's actually Friday, the 22nd of April. This is last year's year. He was a great devotee of Lord Nityananda. On the order of Nityananda Prabhu, he became a great acharya and preacher of Gaudiya Vaishnava. He was always in ecstasy and was kind to all fallen souls. It is said that if he offered obeisances to any stone other than Shaligram, it would immediately burst into pieces. According to Ganodesha Dipika, in Krishna Lila, he was Sridham, one of the 12 prominent cowherd boy friends of Sri Krishna. Abhiram Gopal's wife's name was Malini Devi. Abhiram Gopal Thakur lived in Kanakula, Krishna Nagar, near the bank of the Kana River. Because it is a town, Nagar, with Krishna temple, the town is called Krishna Nagar. And because the temple is on the Kula banks of the Kana, it is called Kanakula, Krishna Nagar. Here is a location of is located the temple of Abhiram Thakur, and just outside of the temple is a bakul tree, Siddha Bakul Kunj, under which he used to sit. This is deity of Abhiram Thakur. This is him, Shridam in Krishna Lila. One day in Dwapar, Krishna Balaram and their cowherd friends were playing hide and seek in the woods of Vrindavan. Suddenly, Krishna remembered Nadia and wanted to go there and enjoy some pastimes there. Taking Balaram and all their friends with him, he adventured in Navadvip. Somehow, Sridham got left behind in Vraja and remained in his hiding place in a cave. When everyone was performing kirtan in Navadvip, Gauranga Mahaprabhu suddenly remembered Sridham. In ecstatic love, he shed tears and called out, Sridham, where shall I find you now? And he fell unconscious. So this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip. Nityananda Prabhu lifted him to his lap and brought him back to consciousness. When asked the reason for his distress, Mahaprabhu said, where is Sridham? Tell me where he is. I will go immediately and bring him. Mahaprabhu further revealed to Nityananda, he's living in Vrindavan. Go there and find him quickly. I am heartbroken in his absence. Pacifying Gauranga, Nityananda Prabhu assured him that he would find Sridham and bring him back to Navadvip. Nityananda Ram set out and eventually reached Govardhan area in Braj. Nityananda Prabhu was wearing his usual blue dhoti and anga vastra and had his hair tied in a knot at the top of his head. Arriving near Govardhan Hill, Nityananda started calling out, Sridham, again and again. Finally, Sridham came out of the cave to see who was calling him. Seeing the strange man dressed in blue, Sridham asked him, why are you calling me? Nityananda introduced himself as Balaram and said that his previous name was Balai. However, Sridham had a doubt in his mind due to different appearance and get-up of Nityananda. And the stature of people in Dwapar Yuga was much taller than the people in Kali Yuga. Sridham said, if you're really Balai, then you should be as powerful as him. I should clap my hands and run. If you're truly Balai, you'll be able to catch me. Hearing this, Nitai said, run if you must. Let's see how far you'll be able to go. Clapping his hands, Sridham said, oh, how Balai, you will not be able to catch me. Sridham Gopal then tied his cloth tightly between his legs in the manner of a wrestler and began to run around Govardhan Hill. After circumambulating Giriraj 4 times, he looked back to see if Nityananda had caught up with him. Seeing that Nityananda had kept pace, he thought, this is indeed Balaram. Sridham said, you must be tired, my friend. Take some rest now. Since I did not see your form as Balaram, I had some doubt in my mind, but you went around Govardhan 4 times. Who else but Balai has the energy to do that? Then he asked, tell me why you have come looking for me. Nityananda replied, Krishna fell unconscious because he could not see you. Sridham asked, where has Kanai gone? Nityananda replied, now everyone has gone to Navadvip. If you accompany me, you will have some special pastime there. Come quickly. Sridham said, no, I shall not go. Going with you means I have to live in someone's womb there. Considering the pain, who wants to live in that condition? I will not go. Nityananda said, just come with me and let us discuss the matter with Kanai. You can remain for now as you are. Sridham laughed and said, all right then, carry me on your shoulders. All that running has made me tired. Nitai said, if I refuse, you will go around telling everyone that I could not carry you because of the difference in our respective sizes. You are the chief amongst us cowherd boys. Please consider that you should be sympathetic about the happiness and distress of others. Sridham said, well, you and I are just the same. You very well know that when Krishna's side loses, I sometimes carry you on my back. Nityananda replied, everyone knows that you are subjugated by Kanai's love. None of the pastimes that happen in Vraj by day or by night are unknown to you. All the other cowherd boys always sing your praises. Come now, let us go and meet Gauranga. All the 12 Gopals, 12 intimate associates of Lord Nityananda, who are expansions of the 12 primary cowherd boys, Gopals, or in Krishna Lila, and 64 Mahantas, 64 devotees that are considered to be the most confidential associates of Mahaprabhu, know you and sing your praises. Hearing these words, Sridham went and got dressed. He dressed himself in a very enchanting way. The beauty of his hair dress and cowherd paraphernalia was extremely attractive. Soon the two of them approached Navadvip. When Gauranga saw that they had arrived, he embraced Sridham and said to him, where have you been? What kind of bliss were you in that I had to send Nityananda to bring you here? Sridham said, tell me the reason for your appearance here. Why do you all have shaven heads and wear these rags? Seeing your condition breaks my heart. Mahaprabhu explained, Sridham, with the end of Dwapara Yuga, the influence of Kali began. In this age, renunciation is proper. Sridham said, I don't understand. Please explain. In the mood of Krishna, Mahaprabhu said, there are 4 yugas, Satya, Teta, Dwapara, and Kali. In Dwapara, Krishna is Swayam Bhagwan. In Kali Yuga, he incarnates as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Now, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, I shall reveal this truth, which is also mentioned in the Shastras. You should know that my form as Krishna Chaitanya is the very same as my form of Krishna. Gaura Lila and Krishna Lila are one. In Gaura Lila, I and my associates have assumed the role of devotees and are relishing the mellows of love of Krishna. Now my name is Krishna Chaitanya, and from today you will be known as Abhiram. Nityananda Prabhu called everyone and smiling said, from today he will be known as Abhiram. We have kept this name since it indicates that there is no difference between Sridham and me. Abhiram means to be known as Ram. After the disappearance of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, Abhiram Thakur continued to live with Virabhadra Gosai, Nityananda Prabhu's son. By grace of Nityananda Prabhu, Abhiram Thakur became great acharya and preacher of Chaitanya cult of devotion and service. It is said Abhiram Thakur had a whip named Jai Mangal, and that whoever he touched with it would immediately become a devout Krishna Bhakta. The Gopinath deity in the temple at Kanakula Krishna Nagar was established as follows. One day, the deity of Gopinath appeared to Abhiram Gopal in a dream and informed him he wanted to manifest himself in Kalakula Krishna Nagar. It is said that he was buried in the earth and that in the dream he ordered Abhiram Gopal to excavate him and inaugurate his worship. Abhiram Gopal went to the place where the Lord had indicated he would be found, began excavating. Thereafter, digging for some time, he found the mind-enchanting deity of Sri Gopinath. The place where this discovery was made is now called Ramkund. There is a lake there. Bhakti Ratnakar says, after having excavated the Gopinath deity, all the devotees headed by Ramdas, Abhiram Gopal, bathed in the sacred waters of the Kund. near the spot where the deity had been found. From that day on, the Kund became known as Ramakund. Whoever bathes there becomes free from repeated birth and death. So these are the deities. Abhiram Gopal in Kanakul Krishnanagar. So one day, Abhiram Gopal was overwhelmed with the ecstasy of Sakyaras. He went through the forest looking for a suitable instrument to make a flute. When he saw before him a big log, the log was so huge that 16 men could not carry it. He grabbing hold of that log, he turned it into a flute, began to play with it. Abhiram Thakur had a bullwhip that was imbued with divine love. Its name was Jaimangal. Whoever was struck with this whip became filled with prema bhakti. One day, Srinivasacharya went to take darshan of Abhiram Gopal. Srinivasacharya. At that time, Abhiram Gopal touched him 3 times with Jaimangal. The Thakur's good wife Malini cried out, "My lord, do not touch him again." "Calm yourself. Srinivas is only a boy. If you touch him again, he will lose consciousness." As a result of coming in contact with the whip of Abhiram Thakur, Srinivasacharya became filled with prema bhakti. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda to preach in Bengal, he sent Abhiram Gopal and Gadadhar Das, different from the Gadadhar Pandit, along with him. Simply upon seeing Abhiram Gopal, atheists and blasphemers would flee in terror. He was a remarkable scholar, well versed in all the scriptures. He married his wife Malini upon the order of Nityananda Prabhu. So his disappearance day is on the 7th day of the dark moon in the month of Chaitra. And on that day, a great festival attended by thousands of devotees is held every year in Kanakulan Krishnanagar. Abhiram Thakur ki jai. So Hare Krishna, I wanted to stop there. Thank you so much.